Good morning and welcome to day 16 of Vlogmas. I'm already dressed for the day. I've been up for quite a bit, finishing, editing videos, that sort of thing. And this morning I'm gonna get a Crockpot meal ready so that by the time I'm done with work, I can eat and it's all good. I don't have to worry about cooking dinner. So far I've just had some coffee. I guess we'll do like a what I eat in a day. Might as well. I don't think I have anything planned for this afternoon. I know I have to wrap a couple more presents, so we can do that later. But yeah, let's get into the recipe. We are going to make white chicken chili. I'm not gonna like say everything I'm putting in, but I will put it down below. Usually when I cook, I don't follow exact recipes. I kind of just look at a couple different versions, pick and choose what I want, and then make my own. So that is what I'm doing with this. I'll talk you through what I'm doing, and then I'll just have the full recipe down below for you. So let's get started. So to my crock pot, which I have turned on low, I'm just gonna throw in, this is 1.5 pounds of chicken breast that we will shred up later. But for now, into the bottom it goes. Okay. All right, on top, we're gonna do 1 onion that I sliced. We're gonna do a can of cannellini beans. This is where I've cut it a little bit carb-wise, because most of the time it calls for 2 cans, but 1, I don't need that much food, and 2, I don't want that many carbs in this. For this whole can, it's like 60 carbs, but this is gonna make me so many servings, so I'm not too concerned. Then on top of that, we're gonna add 2 cans of diced green chilies. On top of that, a 1/2 block of reduced fat cream cheese. And then to top it all off, I have, what is this, 4 cups of chicken broth. All right, so this is just gonna sit on low all day. It's gonna reduce quite a bit. And then later on we will shred the chicken. And the only thing I forgot to get was cilantro. So that you would add in towards the end anyway. I think I just have green onions. So we will put that in later for a topper, but this is just gonna sit and cook all day. I'm being a little ambitious on breakfast here, but I wanted like a little bit of everything. So this is like one of the tiniest pieces of bread out of that loaf, the last piece. So I'm gonna use that up, 1 egg, 1 little sausage, and then I have stirred our chili. Everything is cooking. Keep on going with that. Definitely not gonna eat all of this, but I just want a little bit of each thing, you know? So gonna give into that a little bit. Back to work I go. I am having lunch real quick, another salad. So a little bit of lettuce. I'm trying to get in more protein, obviously, even though I love like lettuce and salad. So I have 3 ounces of the chicken that I bought yesterday. I just heated it up. A little bit of cheese, a couple of those crisps I got from Costco. I'm gonna add a little ranch, and that is going to be my lunch for today. Back down to work. It's a day, guys. It is a day. Like I gotta make it till tomorrow at like 3 p.m. and everything will be a-okay. Counting down. All right, I'm still working. Obviously, I look like a mess, but I was thinking about like, this is real life. I thought this would be more interesting. I could make 25 days of Vlogmas seem fun. What I didn't account for was work being like this. Like I've never been this busy in December. So like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's good, obviously, that we're busy, but like, I did not count on this year. So I will try to find something fun to do after work, but I'm definitely gonna be working late again tonight. All I just keep telling myself is like, it's overtime. It's overtime. Like, I know the paycheck will be good, but oh dang, like this is insane. So I just needed like a minute to vent and not look at my computer screen. So sorry, this is gonna be boring for the next, well, yesterday was probably pretty boring. Today's gonna be boring. Tomorrow will be boring. Saturday I'm at the shop, and Sunday we're gonna go live. So write this down. This is the important part of today's Vlogmas. Is, let's see, let me grab it. Sunday the 18th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going live for an hour-ish. If no one shows up, then I'll only be on for a little bit, but if you're all there to talk for an hour, I'll be on. So there's your note to like put it in your phone, set a reminder kind of a thing, so we can chit chat. But yeah, just gotta get through today. That's all. Here is a quick chili check-in. I'm still working. I whisked it to try to get the clumps of cream cheese out because it didn't break down. I've also, now I've got chicken stuck in the whisk. Great. Okay, I'll deal with that later. But which also shredded the chicken, which is nice. I turned it up to high because it did not reduce the way I wanted it to. So it's still got a couple more hours until I'm gonna eat anyway. So I'm gonna keep this on high, but I guess while I've been upstairs, it's decided to snow. Maybe, there we go. A nice winter wonderland. I mean, I still have stuff I gotta put away out, but so that's fun, I guess. And back to work I go, unfortunately. Still working. It's almost 4 o'clock. Taking a break. Here's some cute Ivy snuggles to make up for my bad Vlogmas today. Can you see her? Ivy, do you want to say hi to the people? I think you're sideways right now. I can't see. Okay, there was the cute Ivy content. Sharpie's also there being cute. Why do you guys watch these? For real. All right, I got maybe another half hour, 45 minutes. Overtime. Then dinner, if it finishes. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm finally done. Hooray. So we are getting this all set. I've just added my spices, which I will put down below in the description. Okay, the light is super bad. So that is good. I'm gonna show you guys how I portion this per like ounce, because I still get a lot of questions on like, you don't know how to do it or whatever, which is fine. So I figured instead of like trying to talk through it, I would show you. I would do this anyway. It is a little messy, but I think it's worth it just so I know how much I'm getting for things that I make. So we're going to weigh this out first, and then I'll show you what I do on my app. Okay, sorry for the glare. I'll show you what I do on the app to figure it all out. So let me put you down in a good spot. This part you don't really need to see much. All right, Crockpot is off. I'm going to get, let's see, probably the 2 containers I'm going to use to hold this. There's a door. It's a snowing. All right, and then I also need my scale, like so. All right, I'll speed up through this process because all I'm doing is weighing all of this in ounces.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Okay, so between both, this one weighed 45 ounces and the other one was 36. So let me get a pen. So 45, 36. So 81, okay, we'll call it 80 ounces. 80 ounces of chili. It's more like soup, but it'll thicken up. All right, I'm gonna take you into my Lose It app. This is what I use to track everything. Right now we're going into the settings and making a new custom recipe. So I'm gonna type in the name, spelled correctly, of course. And from here, you're just gonna put in your recipe. So I'm searching, horribly, but I'm searching for the ingredients I used. So I'm looking up chicken. I'm gonna put in that I used 1.5 pounds of the chicken, and basically just recreating the recipe right now. After this part is done, we will put in the ounces, and then it'll give us a breakdown of how much per ounce. So I'm putting in onion, and now I'm trying to remember everything that I put into this. A great feature for this app is that you can actually scan things you use. So I remember I still had basically all this stuff at the top of my trash. So I went in and just scanned everything. So you can see me scan like the chicken broth that I used. And then I think I rummage around to find the chili and, or the green chilies, all that kind of stuff. So 2 cans of chilies. And honestly, this is way easier to do while you're cooking. You should not do this 8 hours later and then try to remember what exactly you put in there. And then we should just have the cream cheese that was still in the fridge. So scanning that barcode, putting in, I believe it was 8 tablespoons is half the block. So that'll be input. And now we get to the part why we weighed everything out. Once I hit add. There we go. So I'm done with the recipe. And then total recipe size, instead of 1 serving, which is calculating for the entire thing, I'm going to go ahead and click on where it says 1 pound. I'm changing it to fluid ounces, and then changing the 1 to 81, I think is what I put in. You save that. So for every ounce I serve myself is 24 calories, 1.2 grams of carbs, 3.2 grams of protein. So not bad. So now I'm going to go back to like my actual dinner section. I'm going to type in white chicken chili, and I'm going to put that I'm having about 6 ounces I figured would be good, and I'll show you why in a second. I hope that made sense on how I do that. Now, since soup is a little strange because it is liquid technically and food at the same time, what I did was I basically served myself 4 ounces of I just tried to get as much meat as I could. And then the last 2 ounces, I guess it's 3 ounces in this, in my case, but the last 3 ounces, I just tried to get the broth. So my calculations are, or my estimates, I guess I should say, are not super accurate. I mean, they're close enough, but you're not going to get exactly what you need just because it is kind of mixed as a soup. So I'm going to top this with a little sour cream and eat some dinner. I am going to call it here for tonight because, again, we got to get to editing. But let's go over my stats real quick for today. Not too terrible. I'm right around 1,200 calories. My carbs are a little bit higher. I think it was at like 65. A lot of that was from my Zero chocolate, which if you've heard me talk about before, a lot of that is erythritol that counts as total carbs. Even though if you count net carbs, you subtract it, that whole spiel, blah, blah, blah. So I have a lot of carbs today, but 20 something out of that is fiber. So, or counts as fiber. So I guess that's fine. Protein is good at 80. I'm at about 55 ounces of water. So I'll get in the rest of that tonight while I edit. So that's all good. Thanks for watching. And sorry that these have been kind of all over the place. I'm just trying, honestly, to get through this week. With work, and then hopefully next week, actually starting this weekend, should be a lot better, and then I'll have help next week at work. So fingers crossed I can make it through tomorrow and it's not terrible, and then the fun stuff will continue this weekend. So I hope you learned something today with the whole recipe calculating thing. So I figured I'd make it somewhat informational today, but thank you so much for watching and sticking it out till the end, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas. Chirpy, doing a snowball? You want to get a snowball? Oh, ready? I'm going to catch for everyone. 1, 2, 3. Good catch. All right, let's go. It's freezing.